So it's been a while. I want to say that I was busy, but that would be a lie. The truth is, I got really intense into therapy, and therapy got really intense into me. So, this video is the 11 reasons why therapy has been kicking my ass and also saving my life. Okay, so reason number one is back in April, I started group therapy. And group therapy is like regular therapy, but on crack. Instead of having one person calling you out on your shit and encouraging you to move forward, you have 10 people. And it's not like you see in the movies, like this cold church basement with a ring of chairs and everyone's kind of sitting there awkwardly. No, this is like mood lighting and pillows on the floor and everyone's lying around, and occasionally you get to punch shit. Reason number two, the punching shit. In therapy, we call it primal. And primal can take a lot of different forms. It can be like hitting a punching bag or shoving another person, or there's these things called rage holds where everyone holds you down and you try and fight them off. Either way, it's amazing for letting go of aggression or anger or whatnot. It's fantastic. But as you can imagine, it leaves you pretty physically and emotionally exhausted. Number three, the existential crisis. This is where you reach a point in your process where you question, what is it all for? There's no easy answer, and everyone just has to kind of work through it themselves, but it kind of drains all of your energy when you don't understand why you're actually living. Which brings me to number four, the fetus rebirth stage. This is where you go so far back in your emotional history that you're reliving the trauma of being born and any circumstances that affected that and how that might have influenced your life. I know it sounds really airy fairy, but when you're going through it, it's very real. And also, all you want to do during this time is sleep, eat, and poop. It's like being a baby. It's impossible to move. I spent 2 weeks on my couch. Also, during this time, you may experience things like number five, the waking up crying, where all of this emotion that you've brought up, you might not be able to deal with in group or in your therapy sessions. So sometimes it just wells up during the night and you wake up and you're sobbing and you cry for an hour or two and you have no idea why. It's just all of this pent up emotion coming out. That's always a pleasant way to start the day. Which brings me to number six, walls and blocks. Lots of times after a major breakthrough in your process, you'll hit a plateau and not feel like you're making any progress in your process anymore. And that can be extremely frustrating because even though the emotion is terrible to go through, you feel so good after it and it becomes kind of like an addiction. So having your therapist and group around is really good because then you have people to say, hey, yo, cool your jets. It's okay. Your body needs time to heal. Then there's number seven, the physical manifestation of your emotions. This is when you start vomiting, getting dizzy, exhaustion, muscle pain. It's incredible how your body manifests all the emotion that you're feeling, as well as letting go of the toxins of the trauma that's been stored there for so long. Which brings me to number eight, being held and loved, which breaks down some of your physical barriers that you might have people touching you when you're feeling vulnerable and actually lets you feel okay exposing yourself around other people. And no, Mike, not like running nude through the streets. We all know where you were going with that one. Number nine is the sense of safety that it develops, that there is a place that you can let go of all of this trauma and emotion and release it in a safe, controlled environment where people will be there to support you and help you through it. Number 10 is the sense of wholeness that you begin to feel, being connected to your body and yourself and the world around you, and being able to sense the energy that you are putting out as well as receiving and control how that affects your life. And finally, number 11, after kicking my ass, how therapy is saving my life is the ability to live in the present. It's really like waking up out of the matrix and everything suddenly seems so clear and you're able to connect and stay present in all you do without drifting off into space and zoning out. It's so lovely to finally feel alive in your own life. Okay, Mike, I may have gone a bit over time on the video, but I'm also 4 months overdue. So I'm making up for lost time. Anywho, I'll talk to you soon. Let's try and make this a thing again. I'm sorry. I will try to be better. But you know what? I still love tacos.